In today's Roblox Grow A Garden video, we're going to be attempting to get every single mutation on the beanstalk, which is one of the best seeds, or at least used to be one of the best seeds, and a fan favorite in the game. So I'm going to be attempting to get every single mutation on this, and hopefully this goes better than last video. Last video, I actually found out that the Spinosauruses were bugged, and they just fixed them in a recent patch. So hopefully we don't have as many issues as we did last video. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and play some sprinklers here. So let's do our Grandmaster, Master, Godly, Advanced, Basic, and also a Stock Sprout Sprinkler here. We're going to throw our Beanstalk seed right inside of that. We're going to go ahead and spawn in some Triceratopses to speed up the growth of this Beanstalk. I'm also going to use some watering cans just to speed this up a little bit to help out our Triceratopses. Oh, that's growing in actually pretty quick. So this thing's at 34%. Our Triceratopses should be able to speed that up. And this seems to be a pretty big beanstalk here. Looks like it's going to be very tall, which might be a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing if the fruit that we need is all the way up here. We're gonna have to do a lot of climbing today. All right, we're at the very tippy top of our beanstalk. So whenever the Triceratopses hit it and it grows, it's gonna go straight through us. All right, our army of Triceratopses are about to smack up our beanstalk. So let's see if this fully grows in. It should. It definitely should fully grow in. Let's see. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Hey, guys, chill. It's good. We don't need all these in here yet. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is pick up all these guys, or at least pick up 2 of them, keep 1 there. I'm gonna pick up all these beanstalks that grew in because we don't need any of these. These are too small, puny, weak, stupid. It's cleared now, so I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in 7 mooncats here. We're gonna let these mooncats finish their cooldowns, and then we're gonna drag the beanstalk into a group of them so we can get some pretty big beanstalks to grow in. People are gonna be yelling at me again to use pancakes, but I don't have any pancake stacks, okay? I'm not that good at this game right now. No, I just need to grind the event more before it ends so I can get that pancake stack because I don't have any. So these guys have a couple more seconds here. Hopefully we'll get a couple of them to group up over here. Okay, this might be a good stack right here. Guys, keep coming over here. Yeah, maybe that'll be easier, like right on top of the beanstalk. That's fine too. Yeah, yes. Perfect. Look at all these guys. All right, we're gonna drag this right into the middle of all these. Yes, hopefully that gives us a very, very big beanstalk growth. All right, let's see if that gave us any big beanstalk growths. Come on, smack that thing. Bah! Oh, this is all we got was this puny little thing right here. What? Why did so many small ones grow in again? All of our mooncats did that for nothing? What's going on here? There's gonna be a big sprout, because like down here, none of them sprouted, and only at the top they did. So there's gotta be something that's about to grow in that's gonna be a big boy. All right, so I've been sitting here trying to get a big beanstalk, but I just found something out, and that is that beanstalks usually aren't visually big, okay? Because look at this, right? I have this beanstalk here that is 40 kilograms, and it looks like this, which looks pretty big, right? But then I have this beanstalk here that is 174 kilograms. It's only this big. So really, the beanstalks, you could have a huge beanstalk, but you just won't really know it because the sizing on them, it doesn't really visually get big. It's not that common to show this big of one. And even though this one looks big, it's only 40 kilograms. So yeah, this is actually considered a big beanstalk here, and we probably already have a bigger one than that. As you can see, this one right here is, I think, a pretty big beanstalk as well. And this one already looks bigger than this one that I'm holding. So I believe this one is probably even closer to like 200 kilograms. So I think we have our winning beanstalk here. So I'm gonna go ahead and favorite this one real quick, and then we're gonna pick up all the beanstalks around it. All right, yeah. So again, as you can tell, like this one's 161 kilograms, but it's this small. So yeah, these things just don't visually get that big, which that's good to know. So I don't sit here, because I've been sitting here for like 30 minutes trying to get a big one, but I guess I'm just crazy. I didn't know that.
Get out of here.
So here's the beanstalk we're going to be working with today. So I'm going to go ahead and get 5 mutations put onto this thing. Let's see, is there wet or anything on this already? No, it's just basic. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put chocolate, honey glazed, shocked, pollinated, and then I guess we'll go ahead and put a cloud touch since I have a couple of these. All right, that will give us 5 mutations on this beanstalk here. There we go. And then with that, we're gonna go ahead and spawn in a queen bee, and then we'll spawn in a butterfly. The queen bee will cool down our butterfly, and the butterfly will convert this beanstalk here to rainbow. So I'm gonna go ahead and unfavorite that just so it can go ahead and do that. And then over here on my main account, I will also spawn in a queen bee, and I'll spawn in a kitsune, So that way this queen bee here will cool down the kitsune in there, and then that will eventually steal this beanstalk, apply chakra, and that'll be an extra mutation we can get on the beanstalk. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for the queen bee to cool down our butterfly, get this thing rainbow, and then we'll continue on after that. All right, our queen bee's cooldown is done. She's now cooling down our butterfly, and our butterfly is converting all of those mutations up here to rainbow, so we can have that done. There we go. We have a rainbow beanstalk now, so we can go ahead and pick up our queen bee and our butterfly, and then we can go ahead and start applying some of these sprays here. So we'll put honey glazed onto that, shocked, pollinated, fried, burnt, verdant, cloud touched, wet, so our Kappas could try to get bloodlet, chocolate, and I believe that's everything. We have 10 mutations on that, which is good. We're gonna go ahead and favorite that, and then we're gonna go ahead and start spawning in some of our pets here. So I'm gonna spawn in our lobsters first, because these guys take forever to get molten and meteoric. They have a 15-minute cooldown for molten, 30-minute cooldown for meteoric, and their percent chance for both of those is insanely low, about 20% and 10% without the boost that they currently have on for both of these. So we're gonna get these guys started so they have a little bit more time to apply that. We're gonna go ahead and also spawn in our Kappas to attempt to give us bloodlet. We'll do our disco bees to give us the disco mutation, and then we'll also start off with our chicken zombies. Maybe we'll do maybe before we do the chicken zombie, so we get one of the mutations out of the way, we will start with the Raiju here. So then we'll place this carrot seed down, and then we'll apply the shocked spray onto this. So then our Raiju will eat that and then apply static to our beanstalk. That way we can get this pet out of the way. And then we'll also actually, before we do the chicken zombies, we'll start with our spaghetti sloth here. This guy has 4 mutations he has to apply, which aromatic is one of them, since we have the aromatic mutation on him. And then he also needs to give us pasta, sauce, and meatballs so we can get spaghetti. All right, so we have 1 minute left on my main account over here for this kitsune's cooldown to be done, and then to apply chakra. I'm actually going to go ahead and travel this carrot back here, so he'll hopefully just focus the beanstalk. Also, we have acid rain, so we can hopefully get acidic on this beanstalk here. We'll see. Wait, what the heck was that, dude? This beanstalk just tried growing in on top of this one. Hey, don't be touching my other beanstalk like that. I'm gonna keep this favorited though, because I don't want the Raiju to eat it, even though I mean, we have time, but you know, just in case. He's a hungry boy. All right, here we go. Kitsune Simon is on the way. He's gonna eat this beanstalk, and hopefully only this beanstalk, since it's the only live plant that I have. Yep, there we go. We have the chakra mutation now on our beanstalk, so that is perfect. We should be good. We're good with our main account, so we're gonna go ahead and leave on that over there, and we're just gonna go ahead and wait now for the net pets to do their next moves for us. All right, our disco bees are about to attempt to apply disco to our beanstalk, so hopefully they can do so without causing issues. Let's see if our disco bees help us out here. Give us disco, please.
Nope.
Okay, I guess that one was way too far out of range because nothing happened, which is annoying. Let's see if our other one will apply disco, maybe, please. Oh, perfect. First try, we got disco added to the beanstalk, so we can go ahead and pick up our disco bees. They are done with their job for today. I'm going to go ahead and place another carrot down. I actually removed it again just so I can make sure that they wouldn't apply it to this, because our Raiju has to eat the carrot. So there we go. Now our Raiju can go ahead and eat that. Yeah, our disco bees are done, so we can go ahead and replace them. I'm going to go ahead and replace them, I guess, with the corrupt kitsune and the pterodactyls. So we can attempt to get corrupt chakra, and we can get tempestuous, and now I'm going to use carrots for these guys as well in just a bit to give us some more mutation chances. But anyways, our Raiju here is going to eat our shocked carrot now, and then apply static to our beanstalk just like that. So that is another mutation done and out of the way. We'll pick up the Raiju. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to get oil done, so we're going to spawn the junk bot in since he takes a while. All right, let's see if we get any mutations from our lobsters here. Hopefully we can get molten done and out of the way on to our beanstalk here. There's another beanstalk growing in. I'm getting that thing out of the way. All right, come on guys, apply molten. Just let's get that done. You know, it's pretty easy. Come on. Oh, look at that. First try. We got molten to the beanstalk. Thank you for making it so easy. You just got to ask nicely, I guess, and they will do their thing. The spaghetti sloth's headed over to apply one of his mutations, even though he has like 4 of them. This will just be 1 out of 4. See which one he adds in, though. All right, perfect. We got sauce done and out of the way. So now we just need pasta and meatballs, and then we need him to give us aromatic when he's ready for that. I'm gonna go ahead and place some carrot seeds down real quick here. Let's do about 9, because our corrupt kitsune will also need some to to work with. And I'm gonna go ahead and feed a toy to my pterodactyl here. And oh, okay, well, we didn't even really need him for that because instantly we got Windstruck and Twisted applied to our beanstalk, so we didn't even need the carrots for him. So yes, we now have Tempestuous on our beanstalk. We will not need Spinosaurus to move Tempestuous over, which is nice. That's one less to worry about. And I guess in the meantime, we'll spawn in our first chicken zombie here to hopefully give us zombified, and we can get that done and out of the way. Oh, there we go. It was aromatic. I thought that was one of his next food mutation ones, but we got aromatic done. That was quick and easy today. So aromatic has now been applied to our beanstalk. This is going a lot easier than the cacao, man. I gotta tell you. All right, so let's see. Are we gonna get meteoric? I don't know if this is for meteoric or molten. Let's see. Hello, lobsters. Anything? Any love today? Okay, this is for meteoric. The first one failed, and oh my gosh. We got meteoric, but it's on this one that's growing in, but that's fine. We at least got it. That one always takes forever. Oil failed, but that's fine, dude. I'm at least happy we got meteoric done and out of the way. All right, let's see what the spaghetti sloth applies next. After this, he'll only have one more mutation to go since we already have 2 out of 4. This will be 3 out of 4. Hopefully it's not sauce again. All right, cool. We got meatball. That works. So we just need pasta. But what I'm thinking we could do to speed the process up of moving these to our good beanstalk up here is once this Corrupt Kitsune applies chakra, I will spawn in another Spinosaurus so we can start getting those moved over to the big guy up there. So our Corrupt Kitsune is almost done. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get some more carrot seeds down. All right, Corrupt Kitsune is approaching. Let's see what he applies. Hopefully we can get it directly on the beanstalk, but if not, we have these carrots, so it's fine either way. All right, let's see what he does. Come on. Okay, we got it on 1 carrot. That's good. That's all we needed. All right, and then with that, I will spawn in another Spinosaurus to start helping this one move all the mutations that we got onto this beanstalk. So one of them should eat 2 mutations, one off of this, and then the other one should finish this one off and just eat 1, and then they'll shoot it all up to our beanstalk up here. Okay, wait a second. Something just happened. I wasn't paying attention fully, but we got our Corrupt Scarlet here to apply Corrupt to our carrot. I did just boost them with toys, not really knowing where their cooldowns were, but we did get Corrupt, so we just need Tranquil from our other Scarlet here. But our Corrupt one is done. We can go ahead and pick him up, and now our Spinosauruses should be able to eat 1, 2, 1, 2, and then apply all those to the beanstalk, which would be perfect. All right, guess we'll go ahead and spawn in one of our Kappas again to attempt to apply Bloodlet to our wet beanstalk up here before it gets frozen. But if he doesn't do that, then we'll just cry. All right, our spaghetti sloth is about to apply his next mutation. Hopefully he gives us pasta, because that is the last one that we need. It looks like he's targeting the carrot though, which is interesting. But as long as you give us pasta, dude, I don't care which one you target. The Spinosauruses will take care of the rest after that. But as long as it's pasta, just make sure it's pasta. You already gave us sauce, you gave us meatballs. We need to complete the spaghetti. We need some pasta, man. Come on. He applied meatball. We already had meatballs. We don't need more meatballs. All right, well, we're gonna leave him around for a little bit longer then, because he did not fulfill his job. All right, let's see what this one eats. The passive should work again, so he should eat 1 off of this, 1 off of this, and then apply it to that one. Please work correctly, Spinosaurus. Okay, yes, there you go. Good boy. Good boy. All right, Meteoric and Corrupt Chakra are now applied to the beanstalks. Hopefully he'll just eat Corrupt, because I mean there's only Meatball on both of them. I don't think he'll eat 2 of the same ones, but yeah, hopefully the next one only eats Corrupt and then Meatball. Chicken Zombie, don't let us down. Come on, UC. Come on, come over here and be UC full. Huh? I have no friends. I'm sorry. All right, let's see it. Zombified, 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 zombified. Well, that was the right one, but you failed. You see, I can't believe you. How could you do this to me? I was cheering you on and everything. You just ripped my heart out of my chest. I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't hate UC, but they're not being very UC-full. Sorry, I'll stop with that. All right, let's see it. Come on, do the right thing here. Meatball. Or no, Corrupt from that one. Eat Corrupt. Good. And then Meatball. Perfect, buddy. You did good. You good little Spinosaurus guy. All right. There we go. Corrupt and Meatball are now applied to that beanstalk. So we can pick up this Meatball carrot. And we can pick up this beanstalk that is now boring with nothing on it. And we can go ahead and pick up these Spinosauruses for now. We don't really need them. We can go ahead and just try and focus our pets on that one beanstalk up there again. Perfect. We have a heat wave event. So we should be able to get that Verdant into Paradisal. Look at that, dude. Quick and easy with the tanning mirror. All right, so that Verdant is now Paradisal up here. That's a really good multiplier to have, so that is some more bonus points for us. Now, in about 13 minutes, we should have a nighttime event. So, oh wait, you can do Tranquil? Okay, you failed. Thank you for hurting my feelings. Anyways, we should have a nighttime event in about 30 minutes. And I know that because I have a Discord bot, my Discord. If you want to join discord.gg/Bandites, you can get notified for Grow Garden events, weathers, stocks of seeds and gear and all that. So yeah, join up, go get the bot rolls and all that. But anyways, we should have a nighttime event within 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and place a night staff here, so that way when that nighttime event hits, we can easily get moonlit done and out of the way, so we don't need to use any tanukis today. All right, our spaghetti sloth should hopefully apply pasta this time. If you don't apply pasta this time, I don't know what's wrong with you, dude. Come on, you just got to get pasta. That's the only thing we need. We don't need more meatballs, we don't need more sauce. You're just making it nasty at this point. We need some noodles, we need our carbs, dude. Come on, please give us the pasta. There we go. Pasta is done. So our spaghetti sloth is officially done. We now have the spaghetti mutation on our beanstalks. All right, we should have a nighttime event in 2, 1, 0. Boom, nighttime. All right, so now we should be able to get moonlit pretty easily onto our beanstalk here. So let's just wait a second, and that should apply because we also have a night staff, which will pretty much instantly give us moonlit. There we go. All right, our night staff has helped mutate our beanstalk to moonlit. So moonlit is now done and out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and give some toys to my chicken zombies here to see if we can get zombified done. Failed. All right, well, that's not helping. What about this guy? I guess we'll wait the 2.5 minutes for this guy to see if he'll apply zombified. Hopefully he does, but it's been a struggle to get zombified today. All right, well, there is no meteor shower, so no celestial, but we did get a thunderstorm, but that doesn't really benefit us much since we already have shocked and static on our beanstalk. But all right, well, I guess at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and AFK for a little bit and just have an auto clicker spam click garden. All right, so I just got back from being AFK, and it looks like we actually had a few things happen when I was gone. We did get chilled, so there was a frost event, but we actually did not get it applied to this beanstalk. It's still wet, which is kind of good because we can still try and get that wet turned into bloodlit. But we did get acidic, so we had acidic rain happen, so we can try and get that moved over with the Spinosaurus. On this, we got Tranquil, and then we got a couple of these beanstalks frozen. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the frozen ones though, because we don't really need that yet. And then this one also got zombified right here, so we need to get the zombified moved over, this Tranquil moved over, and this acidic moved over. Finally, we got oil applied to one of our beanstalks here. I gave our junk bot a toy to boost him, and he applied oil finally, so that actually went on to one of these. Let me see, this one with zombified on it. So I'm gonna get rid of all these new ones I grew in with wet, because we don't need any of those actually. All right, so we did get acidic applied. We already had Windstruck and Verdant, so that didn't really matter. So let's see what this one will eat next. Okay, so this one applied frozen, wet, and oil. So yeah, now our Kappas can't really give us bloodlit. I guess they could still on a different beanstalk, but at this point, I need my Spinosaurus to focus on getting the rest of those mutations applied. So we still need the zombified from this beanstalk, and we still need the Tranquil from this one. But we did get acidic and oil moved over to our favorited beanstalk here. So that is another 2 mutations. All right, so our Spinosaurus here should eat the zombified and the Tranquil right away and apply it to our favorited beanstalk. So let's go ahead and watch that happen real quick. Come on over, buddy. Let's get those last 2 mutations applied. All right, there we go. Tranquil and zombified are now applied to our beanstalks. We go ahead and pick up these other 2 here, and I believe we are good. I mean, we could still get Aurora, and we still could get, I guess, Sandy and Celestial, but we haven't had any of those happen within 4 hours, so I kind of doubt we're going to get those. But we've gotten pretty much every other legit mutation that we possibly can get today, and we're about to attempt to get Amber as well. But let's go ahead and check our beanstalk. So on this thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 mutations applied to our beanstalk. And if we separate some like Tempestuous, would have 25. Spaghetti would get us to 27. Paradisal would get us to 28. Frozen, 29. And Harmonized Chakra would bring us up to about 30 mutations. And if we get Amber, that'd be about 31 mutations on this thing. So let's go ahead and give some toys to our Raptors here to boost our chances of getting Amber on this thing. That way they have now about a 3.6% chance. So in total, that gives us like a 7% chance. Still not that great. But if we're lucky, we'll get amber. Let's go ahead and pick this thing up and see if we get amber. All right, no amber was applied, but we do have our beanstalk here. This thing has so many mutations on it, and I don't even know what the size is. It won't even let me hover over it to see what the size is because there's so many mutations, but I believe this should be valued at a pretty good amount. So we're going to go over here and check with our boy Steven to see what he'll give us for this beanstalk with like 30 different mutations on it. So Steven, what are we thinking today for our beanstalk's value? So this beanstalk is worth 361 billion, which is pretty good for a beanstalk because it is no longer the best plant in the game. There's so many things that topple over it now. But for 361 billion, I think this is a very good price for as many mutations as we got. And if we even got some of the other admin ones, this thing probably could have easily touched 1 trillion. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is this worth the value, or should this be worth more? Does the beanstalk need a buff, or is this a good price for it? And if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe for bonus points, and I'll see you guys in the next one.